Yeah, right then. Here we go. The Season 3 finale of F1 2018 career mode as we head to Abu Dhabi. Let's have a look. Weather's going to be lovely, although it is going to get a bit overcast towards the end. We haven't really developed, in fact we're so far ahead of our rivals, it's unbelievable. And there's our comparisons as well. So, that's all interesting. I want to go through to driver details if you don't mind. Thank you. 37 podium finishes, so not too far off Schumacher's record. So here's our updated thing for Williams. We are not going to update anymore. Maybe because I think that would be a bit too much of an advantage for everyone around them. But yeah, I think that that'll help them out quite a bit. They've got 5 left to upgrade themselves, plus one or two to do ultimately. So Williams are back, as they say. Look at the engine this weekend. We're not going to change much unless we have an absolute terrible qualifying at Abu Dhabi. But we're going to have a explore into a setup and see what we can do. We're a little worried about the NG UK, but no harm, no foul there. Look at the points. I think you see we've dominated this season. 440 points compared to Lance Stroll's 203. Combined made 643 points for Williams Martini Racing. Sebastian Vettel, Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon, Max Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc, Kimi Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton are your top 10. And still yet to score is Stoffel Van Dorn. He has one race to do it this season, otherwise he'll draw the goose egg, as they say. But in the meantime, we're all done here. So we're going to get practiced and qualified. We'll see you for the race.
So here we are, ready to go racing for one final time this year. Another season of victories, controversies and rivalries lies in our wake. And just one challenge remains here in the United Arab Emirates on a circuit that made its spectacular debut back in 2009. Welcome to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here on Yas Island today through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are plenty of opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, at turns 8 and at turn 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps to come.
Oh, thank God we're not going to talk about me, looks like it.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Poole lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Hülkenberg, Perez, Esteban Ocon and Stroll, Leclerc, Raikkonen, Alonso and Lewis Hamilton, Ericsson, Grosjean, Daniel Ricciardo. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Verstappen, Gasly, Bottas, Kevin Magnussen and Stoffel Van Dorn. Sainz and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Let's aim for a strong finish to the season.
That's all that needs to be said. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton in qualified second, and obviously he took an 8th place penalty for something or other. We did our fast lap in sector 2 on the ultra soft, so we're going to be starting on them, and then sprinted with the hypers to the end of the race. That's a typical thing we like to do here at Abu Dhabi, because well, it suits our style personally. But yeah. 13 laps ahead of us. They give us a bit more fuel than I would have liked, but that's good. I can burn that stuff off. So yeah, for the final time with Williams Martini Racing, let's go racing. Right then, so for the final time as a Williams driver, we got 5 red lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. They're holding us very long, but it's lights out, away we go. And it's a great start for Sebastian Vettel from second place. They look around the outside, that's going to be Nico Hülkenberg trying to challenge us, but he gets overtaken by Sergio Perez in the Force India. So we've taken the lead and we are off and we are out of there. Whoa, as we almost lose it in turn 3. It's a nice procession through turn 4 as we go a bit wide in turn 5 through the hairpin of turn 6, and this long back straight as we go back through the field. This is Kimi Raikkonen, Fernando Alonso. Going to be for P1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to be about P7 or 8 that this is going to be for. Let's see what happens there. Nothing happens there as we go back to Hülkenberg and Stroll. Stroll's going to go around the outside of Hülkenberg. Why not? And then the inside. He's going to have... Oh, this is going to be... you got a feeling this is going to be a great race. This is only lap 1. We'd say that Abu Dhabi's a boring race, but 9 times out of 10 it is, as Stroll takes 4th place and Hülkenberg's about to lose 5th to Ocon. But Ocon, he holds Ocon off as we go into the fast triple right-hander into the braking zone, and whoa, we've got it all wrong. We're power sliding under the hotel, and Sebastian Vettel takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And if we're not careful, Sergio Perez is going to be right on our rear end, and he's going to have us for 2nd place. So we're going to knuckle down and get back on with it here. It's not been that was a great start until then, but then we get over and absolutely bin it as Sebastian Vettel sets the fastest lap on the first lap. Well, you're going to obviously through turn 1 now, through turn 2 and turn 3. They're normally flat out, and they should be flat out, but for some reason the setup is really loose, so we're having to feather it through them into the chicane at turn 4 and 5. Now into turn 6 before we begin the long DRS charge down this back straight. Well, you can't really have DRS yet on lap 2 as we go back to Nico Hülkenberg, and we've been hearing that Hülkenberg's had a few problems on the radio. Is this going to be a Force India pass? And look at that, the Force India just gained on him quickly. He's locked the brake up as Esteban Ocon, but he's kept his position of P6 ahead of I think that's Charles Leclerc, as we go back to Roman Grosjean, who's got Daniel Ricciardo going around the outside, and then Ricciardo's going up the inside. Take some of that one. Oh, that was a good move. Mad props there to Ricciardo, and Verstappen may be interested on Grosjean here. The Red Bulls have got their big boy pants on this week, as we see that Sainz has passed sorry, Hülkenberg that is. He's not passed anyone yet. Oh my god, we're only on lap 3, and already we feel like we're going to lose our voice for some reason as we go into turn 4, right behind Sebastian Vettel, the 4-time world champion, 2-time world champion with a 4-time world champion. There's 6 world championships here between us as we go. I think we're going to get the DRS, and if that's the case, Vettel is a sitting duck down the back straight. That Ferrari's got some oomph, but here comes some more with the Mercedes. Bang into 1st place, and that should be the end of that. Well, it should be the end of that, but it might not be the end of that, knowing the German, as we go to Nico Hülkenberg, and it looks like he's got oh, Ocon with a late lunge. Oh, that lunge came from so far back that Ocon's previous team saw that one coming. And in fact, he was not careful. He's not got DRS. If he's not careful, Charles Leclerc might get involved here. And he tries to get involved, but it looks like I think Hülkenberg's going to hold him off. He's lost the place to Ocon, definitely. Having he lost the place to Leclerc, it doesn't look like he has. No, Leclerc is going to hold back. And, yeah, mate, as we go back to another incident, this is Grosjean again. And, I told you that Verstappen was looking interested. Well, there goes Verstappen. What tyres is Verstappen on? I can't see. It looks like he's on the Hypersofts. You just can't tell those pink ring. They look more like the mediums when they're in absolute fast motion. But now back to the race leader, myself. Hello, hi, how you doing? Yes, I'm still here. What are we on? We're on lap 4. Lap 4, folks. Yep, it's passed that quickly that we're going to have a drink of Vimto now to ease the throat. But we can't ease it for much longer because here comes Charles Leclerc. And I've got a feeling that Hulkenberg and his continuing problems are going to see him drop behind the monogas driver. There you go. That was done even before turn 7. Oh, but Leclerc locks up badly. However, whoa, a bit of contact between the pair of them at turn 8. That was a bit naughty as Kimi Raikkonen now looks to be getting the invite, and he's going to pass Leclerc. So instead of Leclerc passing Hulkenberg, it's Raikkonen passing Leclerc. And that's going to be a seat swap next year because Raikkonen's going to Ferrari. Sorry, Raikkonen's going to Sauber and Leclerc's going to Ferrari. What have we got in our mouth? Something, I don't know what it was. It's not very pleasant. Let me tell you as we come out the last corner to start lap number 5.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Now, whatever it is, it doesn't feel too bad. It actually feels a bit toast actually that I had earlier. Now we're looking. Whoa! Easy there, big fella. Now I think he wants us to change the strategy, just Jeff. But I think we're gonna hold on because I'd rather we stayed on the strategy that we're on.
Copy.
There you go. Coming on lap number 8 as we go back to the Iceman. The Iceman does cometh for Nico Hulkenberg. And if you thought Leclerc trying to attempt to pass on Hulkenberg was easy, this is going to be easier than Katie Price on an 18 to 30 holiday as he goes into turn 7 side by side with German, and that's going to be the move done. And if the Germans are going to be smart, he'll have DRS, he'll try and move into turn whatever. We got yellow flags up ahead. Now what the hell has been going on there with the yellow flags? Can we get a replay of what happened with the yellow flags? Well, here we go. This must be it. So this is us. That's Sebastian Vettel right behind us. I'm assuming Sebastian's going to do something stupid here. Let's have a look. Let's go for the pass. Whoa! What the hell, Sebastian? That was turning in. Oh, and we've come right across, and Lance Stroll has took our wing. What on earth was Sebastian Vettel doing?
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Leave of his senses.
Copy that.
Tried to spin us into the wall. What was he on? So now we're going to have to pit this lap and get that wing changed. And looks like we're going to go on to the super soft tyres as well. So we're
some information on Hulkenberg. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
To supers. Unbelievable, as we were wide out of the penultimate corner, and now into the pits we come. This is turning into a bit of a disaster for our last race in Williams. What on earth was Sebastian Vettel thinking? I don't even know if he knows what he was thinking. But we get our nose changed, got the super softs on, and off we go. What an idiot that Sebastian Vettel is. Now you get to see this stupid pit lane as well as we go under the first corner. And somehow we're going to come to the inside of turn 2 and then out at turn 3. Don't ask why, that's how it happened. Now this took place while we're in the pit lane. This is Charles Leclerc on Nico Hulkenberg. Nico properly struggling with his car now. We don't know what the problem is. He must have some kind of engine issue because he's really slow on the front straight here, and that's going to be around the outside into turn 1 for the monogas driver and move him into P. I'm trying to remember what P that is. That might be P7. But the pain might not be over yet for Hulkenberg because that is Fernando Alonso right behind him. Let's see if he can hold him off. And well, if he's got engine issues, it's going to be probably down the main straight here. As we see, also interested, I think we've got Hamilton and Ericsson in attendance. Alonso right past, yeah, it's an engine issue for sure for Nico Hülkenberg. So much so, I think he's locked the brake up there trying to protect his position from Hamilton, but that's going to be easy. And if you thought that was easy, here comes another one. Going to be round the outside for Marcus Ericsson, and in the space of 2 corners, Nico Hülkenberg is going to lose 3 positions, and that Renault is ailing. It is struggling, but to be fair, he's put up a fight with Ericsson, but I think he might want to give it up now. In fact, he has. He's got some kind of issue with his engine, and I don't think it'll be too long before them 2 Force Indias are going to be past him as we go through the hairpin. Nothing seems to be wrong there, but it must be some kind of issue that he's having to protect here. The best thing he can probably do, and yeah, there he goes, he's pitted, but he's got Verstappen right behind him. So let's see how that works out for the German as we come out of the last corner on lap number 6, and we're going to pass all these guys in the pit lane, so we should get up to about P12. And if we do, that's Sebastian Vettel in front of us, and we're going to have a word here.
Hülkenberg is stopping now.
He's going to come out behind Brendan Hartley, but we are coming, and we are coming pretty quick. So let's see what the 4-time German does. I want to have a word with him about that disgraceful move that he did as well, because it wasn't the best move that he did. He could have done a lot better, but he chose not to. Tried to spin us out in trying to take the lead of the race, but yeah, there he is. Boo this man, boo! God almighty. If I get a chance, I'll put him in the wall, and I'll make sure make it permanent as he comes up to the Toro Rosso of Brendan Hartley. And is that going to be a legal pack? We've tried the outside here. He's got the racing line as well. Brendan, though, putting up a fight. Go on, the Kiwi. The Kiwi fighting for his drive, because Gasly has outshone him since Brendan did the first race in Australia, and I think that's going to be the move done now. So there we go. Yep, move Vettel up into P10. Brendan back into P11, and you can see we're right behind Brendan Hartley here. So we're gonna want to get past him pretty quickly. In fact, he does us a favour. Actually, he's got in the pits, so that's one less car we got to worry about.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Fastest lap of the race on the slower of the 3 tyres. Who was that going underneath us? Looked like it was Esteban Ocon. So we're going to beat Ocon out of the pit lane. That's for sure. So who leads this race? Sergio Perez, I think, leads this race. Force India from Lance Stroll, and then Sebastian Vettel in 3rd. Myself in 4th position. Whew, it's been a hectic few laps, hasn't it? I don't think we want to do anymore, but we got another 7 laps, folks. As we go back through the field. Who's this? That looks like the 10 of Pierre Gasly with Valtteri Bottas right behind him. Honda against Mercedes, and this is probably about going to be as easy as you want it. Is Bottas going to get the move done before turn 7? He's not. Gasly's going to hold firm. The Frenchman, who's on his way to Red Bull, got the Red Bull senior car right behind him, but Bottas gets the move done at turn 8. Up towards turn 10 now. And Gasly's going to come back, and Bottas forces him against the wall, and Gasly retakes the position. Valtteri Bottas has been absolutely piss poor this season, and there is proof right there for you. Proof right there that we're going to be replacing Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes team, whether he likes it or not. I don't think he does, but who the hell cares as we cross lap to start lap
We're
number
trailing
9
our teammate by 5.3 seconds.
Ooh, I've got to take a breath. Whoa. It's all been kicking off, and big slide into turn 3. We don't want much more of that. Much more of that, and we're going to be somewhere else now. as we come out of turn 6. Let's see if we should have DRS on the full-time German world champion, trying to emulate Michael Schumacher. Michael Schumacher, he will never be. There was only one German decent enough to drive a Ferrari, and he is not it. As we think about the move, but Vettel moves in the braking zone. We're right on the rear wing, put my teeth back in, of the German. Up into the next DRS zone. We should get the move this time. It's going to be down the inside into turn 10. He tries to put us in the wall. That's not the first time he's done that, but that's how a clean pass is done there, Sebastian. We could have given you a bit of a nudge on the way, but we decided not to. As we go back to Marcus Ericsson here with Max Verstappen right behind him. This might be easy, as it's going to be Ferrari on Renault. Around the outside, he's almost off the track, is Max Verstappen. Is he going to have to give that place back? They're trying down Lewis Hamilton, but nope, it's going to be Max passing Ericsson, but I think Ericsson's got the DRS and he's going to be right back past Max. And that's, that wasn't the smartest thing to do, Max. You should have stayed there, because I think he would have had the position there. As we come back to Gasly and Bottas still fighting over the minor positions. And is Bottas going to get the move done this time? He is. But you wouldn't believe this. I think the Frenchman's going to have the DRS again. And if he gets in the slipstream, he's going to be right back past Bottas. He's going to go around the outside of turn 10. He's locked a brake up as the young Frenchman. And is he going to get the move done? No, Bottas is going to get the move done this time. And that is past Pierre Gasly. I'm not sure what position that's for, but it's for one of the really, really lowly positions. As we go back to myself, still in P3, chasing down Lance Stroll, but here comes Daniel Ricciardo now. He's going to try and get past Pierre Gasly. I don't know if Gasly's got any issues, but that's Renault on Renault, and it looks like that's a bit easy. That might have been a call from Christian down to Mr. Tost to say, can you let our driver through, because he's got a better chance of getting past Bottas than your driver does. In fact, Gasly's dropped so far back, he's not even going to get past Ricciardo. He's going to have a go. I tell you what, give that Frenchman a contract with Red Bull. Oh wait, he did. He's got some skills there as the young Frenchman. As we're back with ourselves, trying to chase down Lance Stroll for P2. Let's see if we can beat our teammate at least one more time in the Williams before we depart. We've got 4 laps to go in this absolutely exhilarating Grand Prix. I mean, Abu Dhabi's boring most of the time, but not this race and not today. It seems like everyone wants to pile in and make it a good race for once. As we go down the back straight, the gap to Lance was about 3-4 seconds, but we've just said to hell with it. Bumping into Rich, bumping into overtake. Let's go get him. If we can get him, we can get Sergio as well. 4 laps to do it as well. It's not going to be the easiest of tasks, but we're more than up for it as we go back to Carlos Sainz. And if that's Pierre Gasly in front of him, guess what's about to happen? Oh, you can see this coming a mile away, and you can tell what's going to happen as he comes up to the back. Well, he didn't come up to the back, he cruised up to the back, and he had the move done well before turn 7. And into turn 8, if Gasly's not got DRS, well, he will have DRS, but if he can't get a toe off Sainz, then move Carlos Sainz up a position. And in fact, he's not going to get anywhere close to the Spaniard in the Renault. As we go back to ourselves here, and you can see we've chased down Lance Stroll now. Gap's got to be at least 2-3 seconds, something like that.
You're hitting the energy deployment limit and losing ERS power before the end of the lap. Lower the ERS deployment mode to prevent this.
This is going to be a pretty close finish between the 2 Williams drivers. As we come through turn 3, we're absolutely banging it into overtake mode. We want this place. We want to give Stroll a stamp of authority. Want to make sure he knows who the boss man is. Well, the boss man is me. if you don't like that tough tit. But it is going to be rather poignant leaving this Williams, because it has taken us right through to, we have plucked it basically out of obscurity and taken it to the forefront here as we go to Pierre Gasly again. Here's another bit of Renault on Honda violence. This is going to be a bit sweet because it's Alonso. Last year's McLaren had the Honda. He's going to be past Gasly now in this year's Honda, which has come on leaps and bounds, and he's passed him. So move Alonso up a place, but Gasly's pretty close, and I tell you what, that Honda, are you regretting not having that Honda engine in there, Fernando? Because that Honda seems to be a bit grunty down the main straights now. Oh dear me. 2 to go as we come out the last corner. We've really closed this gap down to Lance now. What is it now? It's 2 seconds, so we didn't take as much out of him that lap.
The gap to the car behind is 3.3 seconds.
Gone away. I hope they haven't, because a big slide again out of turn 3. I think we might have to settle for 3rd place here. It might be a case of settling for 3rd as opposed to settling for 2nd place. We'll have a think about that.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Main straight here, and yeah, as we get closer now, the laps are coming a bit more poignant now. We're getting ready to say goodbye to everyone. We're thinking about what we've accomplished with this team, and really you cannot say a bad word against anybody in this team because they're putting 100% effort 100% of the time, and they deserve everything that they get in the future. As we go back to Pierre Gasly and Fernando Alonso. Oh, Gasly locks it up into turn 7. Alonso's going to come back past it. Oh, a bit of wheel contact there, wheel-to-wheel contact between the McLaren and the Toro Rosso. But that Toro Rosso, that Honda's got some grunt. Thank you. I'll just have that back, please, Fernando. Actually, that's Brendan Hartley. I do apologise. No, that is Pierre Gasly. But we're going to now go quiet now, and we're going to enjoy 1 lap with this Williams engine.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. The gap to the car ahead is 2.1 seconds.
Well, I must say, it has been fun, Williams. Coming out the hotel, coming out the penultimate corner. Sergio Perez is going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We get a big slide out the penultimate corner. Thank you very much, Williams. It has been a pleasure. Thank you.
Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
Brilliant stuff from Force India today. What a superb victory. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hound on the wheel, of course.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Carlos Sainz. It was probably one of his best drives this season, and I was thoroughly impressed.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
So, thanks to Sebastian Vettel and his little dickhead move, it's Sergio Perez who takes the victory for Force India, ahead of Lance Stroll and myself, and you can see that he's not in the top. Go for it. He's not in the top 10. So, Stoffel Van Dorn, you score a goose egg. Unlucky, son. Unlucky. And Bottas didn't score any points again for Mercedes. Oh dear me! Someone's knocking on my door. Someone wants me in the team. Bum bum. Oh well, I suppose that's the end of it then. So we'll head to Claire's for the final time as a Williams driver, and then yeah, time to bring it to a close.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
Yeah, can we make this quick, please?
Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race.
It didn't really go well, so I find that a really really hard question to understand there.
A close finish. How are things between
Lance,
the two?
he's my boy. He's my boy, Lance, and yeah, we love a good fight.
It was more like Dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it?
Fairground with all those clowns. Oh, that's a
Would you say
decrease
things
for
between you
Lance.
and your rival got a bit heated today?
I thought they would have been all about Ferrari there. Let him drive run me off the track.
Appreciate your time.
We're now going to go say goodbye to everyone. Yeah, once, Lance. Everybody gets one. Ooh, nice points. 3 points. Yeah, we got that goal. Oh dear.
Nice job this season. You've been performing well, and that's putting us in a strong negotiating position contract-wise. Plus, my 10%'s getting more valuable.
I'll give you 10%.
So enjoy your break, and keep up the good work next year. Commiserations on that result. It's been a tough weekend.
Right then, so, and this is where we're actually going to end it. You can, because we're going to negotiate our contract out of Williams. So we'll go into here, start a negotiation, but we'll negotiate with a different team.
Once negotiations begin,
and this is where we're going to end it, really.
You can accept if you like.
So
I strongly suggest we.
You can see here.
From here, we can change the team that we're negotiating with. There's no rule saying you need to stay in the same seat forever.
Oh yeah, that's the values, aren't in it?
The negotiation.
You can see here that
won't take place until the
really
race weekend.
Pro sportsman. They first. Okay. But you can see that, you know, as a lot. I was going to go to Mercedes, but it looks like they don't really want me. That's interesting. That's interesting to know indeed. The Force India don't want me. All these ones that don't really want me as a value person are sportsmen, and I'm way showman, so maybe we should go to a showman team. maybe that's what we should do instead. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. So we're going to end it here now. So we're going to negotiate ourselves our new contract. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. And we now leave Williams behind after 3 very successful seasons. And we'll see you in the next video.